So what made you want to do that? Because a lot of people want to be rappers, but not a lot of people are actually going to invest in their rap career. You know what I mean? They sit around and wait for someone else to discover them or a label to sign them or whatever else. But you were actually spending your own money. What made you serious enough to do that?
It was just like I grew a strong passion for it, and then it was like the stuff that I felt that I was talking about, I felt like needed to be heard. You feel me? Like I know it's a lot of people experiencing the same things that I'm experiencing, and everybody ain't got the same voice and to be able to speak on this large platform, and that's what I was grinding for, to be able to speak for everybody.
Okay. And was your first name Polo G or did that come later?
That came later. It was like at first I had a long ass name, like it was Polo Gucci, aka Mr. Do Too Much. I'm like, no, I gotta cut that down.
Right, because I was looking at what song is it? Where it says Polo G, aka Mr. Do Too Much.
Uh,
I forgot which song it was, but it was one of those songs, one of your earlier songs that actually had that.
yeah,
Okay, so why Mr. Do Too Much?
cause I just usually be extra as hell, so it's just like Mr. Do Too Much.
Okay, so why'd you shorten it to Polo G afterwards?
Got a nice ring to it. Sound more commercial. You feel me?
Okay, and did you base it on like Ralph Lauren Polo?
Now, I like Polo a lot. That's my favorite brand, always coming up. But the Gucci come from my homie who had that. His name was T Gucci. I just took the Gucci part.
Okay, so you're going to the studio, you're recording shit, and then the first song you drop is the come up.
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
The first I recorded my first song at the stool, and I was like, yeah, when I was 17. Then you feel me, I drop it or whatever. But I was just recording. I wasn't never shoot no videos. I shot my first video in May 2017 last year. And after that, that's when I started taking rap real serious.
Okay. And the first video was for what?
It was for a song I did a feature with two of my homies. It was called Back That Ass Up Remix. It was the
Okay.
Jewel, I mean, who'd you make? Juvie?
Juvenile, yeah.
Juvenile, yeah. That song, it was a remix of that.
Okay. So you drop that. Does that song start to react or that music video start to react?
It wasn't really that one. It was the song right after that I had shot a video on my prom day to a song I made called Check Me Out. It was a little freestyle I had made. Then you feel me? After people seen that, they like, oh yeah, he can rap. You feel me?
Okay. So that song started to take off.
Yeah, in a
All
way.
right. And this is all within like 1 year of like today,
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy. What's the first song that really started to hit in the million range though?
It was the Never Care remix to the Herb song.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I'm looking at Never Cared is at like 4 million now.
Yeah. It was like, but the first song that ever started really, really taking off was the Welcome Back track. But then it was like I came with the Never Care right after that, and both of them was doing good. But like Never Care just took off because it was like everybody liked the song from the first little line that I say again. And
Okay. Because, I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but when I look at some of the stuff that you did, like kind of early this year to some of the stuff that's later on, like Finer Things, it seems like you were kind of doing more traditional Chicago rap earlier. And as you get towards like now, you're kind of singing more.
hmm
Is that accurate?
yeah, it was like because in the beginning it was like, yeah, I was on the typical, feel me, Chicago rap thing. But then it was like the last time I was incarcerated. It was like that's when I first made the Finer Things track. It was like when I took that different approach, I liked it that more than just being straight bar heavy. But you feel I still be open to switching it up.
Yeah, I mean, because when I listen to the other stuff, it's like okay, it's cool, but I've kind of heard some of this before. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like a lot of cats from Chicago. I mean, it's almost like a drill type of cadence. But it's like, but the newer shit, like when I heard finer things, it's like, okay, now this is really different.
yeah,
It almost sounds like you were finding your voice
yeah.
as you were working on your craft and developing your skill. Um, Now, did you ever take any kind of singing lessons or anything else like that, or it just kind of came natural?
It came natural. Like I come from like a music oriented family. Like my mama kinda sing, my sister, you feel me, she sing. It was just like we just do the music thing. So it was like it just came naturally.
Okay, and you wrote finer things while you were actually locked up.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're working out all the melodies and everything else like that.
Yeah, it was just like it just came to me out of nowhere, the hook. And I just kept on playing with it.
Okay, so you get out, you recorded it. When when you finished it, when you got out the booth, did you think that you had something on your hands, or was it just another song and on to the next one?
I like felt like I knew I had some on my hand because I couldn't stop singing it. Then once I'm singing it to other people and they know the song just off me repeating it to them, I'm like, yeah, it's the one.